Hello, and I hope you are learning so much and having fun with mathematics. My name is Nanaya Wedu, and you can call me Senana. Remember to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you can get all videos on time. In our previous lesson, we have looked at the revision question, where we use a question to revise on all that we have done on functions. In this lesson, we also want to look at the revision question, where we will look at the question and be able to use that to revise. Now, let's look at the question. So the question says that two functions f and g are defined on a set R of real numbers by f of x to be equal to 2x squared minus x and g of x to be equal to 7x minus 6 all over x. Now, where x is not equal to 0, we know what happens when x becomes equal to 0. The function g of x will become undefined, right? So we have to find a, the inverse of g, and then b, we have to find the composite function f of g of 2, where f of g means j followed by f. So now let's look at how we can solve this question. Basically, for this question, they have been given two functions, right? So the functions include f, and we see that f of s can be written as f of x is equal to 2x squared minus x, and g of s can be written as 7x minus 6 all over x. Now, in the a part of the question, we have to find the inverse, right, of g, right? So we want to find the inverse of g, which is g inverse. So we can say let y be equal to g of x. So that implies that y is equal to 7 minus 6 all over x. Then we interchange the variables. So we have x to be equal to 7, right, x minus 6, right, all over y, 7y minus 6. So we are interchanging the variables. So the x becomes y, right? So it becomes 7y minus 6, all this over y. So now we want to make y the subject. So we are going to have xy to be equal to 7y minus 6. So we have x of y minus 7y to be equal to negative 6, right? And then we factorize our y out. So it means that our y becomes equal to x minus 7, which is equal to minus 6. Then we divide both sides by the coefficient of the y, which is x minus 7. This side by the coefficient of the y, which is x minus 7. Right? So that implies that the y would give us minus 6 all over x minus 7. Right? And therefore, we can say that j inverse of x is equal to minus 6 all over x minus 7. Right? So that is the A part of the question. Now, in the B part of the question, we are asked to do the composition of the function f of j of 2. So first, we must find f of j of x. So this implies that we have f of j of x. So we'll take the function f, and wherever we see x in f, we'll put j there. So that implies that we will have 2. So x will be substituted by 7x minus 6 all over x, and all this squared, right? And we are going to have minus x, right? So this implies that we are going to have 2, right? The numerator part to be 7x minus 6 all squared. Then the denominator part becomes x squared, right? And all this minus x. So let's expand the numerator part of the question. So we are going to have 2, and then the numerator gives us 7 squared gives us 49. So we have 49s squared. We put 2 in front of 7, multiply by it. So 2 times 7 is 14. And then you are going to have 14 times negative 6, right? So we are going to have 14 times negative 6, and that gives us negative 84. So you have negative 84x, and then 6 squared gives us 36, and then negative square gives us positive, so positive 36. So that is for the numerator part, and this all over x, right, minus the expression x. So this implies that we are going to have the numerator part of the question, 2 multiply 49, right? So 2 multiplying 49 gives us 98 s squared, right? 2 multiply 84, so 84 multiplied by 2 will give us 168, so we have minus 168x, and then 2 multiply 36 will give us 72, so plus 72, right? All this all over x minus x, so you can write the minus x as x over 1, and then using LCM, we know that our LCM will be x, right? So x will go into itself 1, so we will have 98 s squared minus 168x plus 72, right? On this hand, we are going to have s going into 1x, so x minus x will give us minus x squared. So you are going to have 98 x squared minus x squared minus 168x plus 72 all over x, right? So that implies that f of g of x, which is also written as f of g of x, is equal to 97s squared, 98s squared minus s squared will give us 97s squared minus 168x, right, plus 72 all over x. Now we want to substitute 2 in place of x here, so it means f of g of 2, right, becomes equal to 97 multiplying 2 squared minus 168 multiplying 2 plus 72 all over the expression 2. So using our calculator, we'll be able to go through the process to find the value of f of g of 2. So that implies that we'll have 97, right? You can also use your calculator to go through it, multiplying 2 and all this squared, right, minus 168 multiplying the expression 2 plus 72 and all this divided by 2, and that will give us 62, right? So it means that we are going to have our f of g of 2 to be equal to 62. So in this lesson, we have gone through the process of solving a question on function where we are asked to find the inverse of the function, and we are also asked to find the composition f of j of the function, which can also be called j followed by f. Remember to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as we delve into linear functions and graphing linear functions in our next lesson. See you in the next lesson.